Hi everybody,
Hi,
this is Sebastian Walter
and Christian Günter.
and we are both developers here at Gaming Mind Studios, and we welcome you to our first Twitch post-release, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, and this time we want to talk a little about some problems we found out from users out of the forums, and want to answer some of the questions and show you a little bit around and maybe help you out in your situations. Okay,
So, let's get going.
let's get going. All right, readjust. Sorry, here we go. All right, how are you today, Christian?
I'm very fine.
Thank you.
And how are you, Sebastian?
I'm fine too, thank you.
Okay.
I hope the voice quality has increased since our last streams, because we have learned a lot of the tech, of course, and we try to improve ourselves over the time. So, okay, what are we looking at right now? Yes, we were all the time in the forums
Yes.
since release.
Collecting your feedback, which we
Yes.
are very grateful for.
So everybody watching right now out of the community, thank you for all the feedback you gave us, because we are eager to improve Grand Ages Medieval all the time. So we also found out that there were some people having trouble or issues with some of the gameplay mechanics, it seemed, and so we picked some of the questions, or the most common questions we've seen in the forums, and like to show you a little bit around and answer them right here in this Twitch stream. But of course, this is live, this is our Twitch stream. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat, and our guys over at Kalypso and our friends here will check on your feedback, and we'll try to get it into the stream and answer your question right away if possible. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
want to start off?
Yeah, let's just start off. Okay.
First I have to drink something.
You have to drink something.
You can
okay.
ask already.
I ask already. Okay. One of the very big questions was, how do I get my economy started? And first up, we should just say that this is something you will find in our patch, which went live this afternoon.
Yes.
1.02. We rebalanced a little bit in the normal difficulty and in the advanced difficulty. Meaning we just set down the production costs, and
If you're running some overproduction.
yes, and if you are running overproduction in your systems, it won't cost you such a hell load of money anymore on those lower difficulties.
All right. The patch is also available on all platforms we have released the game on. It's available throughout the Kalypso launcher. You will receive an update right if you log in, and of course on Steam there's an there's the patch also, and also on GOG.
Okay, but how do I get my economy
Yes.
going? This is the question. Okay.
Yeah, good question. So what we are looking at right now, this is I think a smaller safe game we prepared or played for. I think it's about 1.5 hours something.
Yes, I prepared it and I didn't screw up this time.
Thank you very much for this, Christian. Thank
Okay.
you. The key for your empire to grow is always to keep an eye on your system to be balanced. By balanced, I mean you should have at any time a great variety or a huge variety of goods, and also you should only set up productions equally from the amount for the count. So don't build 10 bakeries and have just 5 grain farms ready.
Yes, you got to keep in mind the production rates of your buildings are changing. And at the beginning, you have to check in your trade dialog for the town. There you can see it best. Open the trade dialog, please.
Oh, okay.
No,
Where is
in your
trader?
town.
There. In the town.
In the town.
There you
Trade.
want to go. Okay, there
And
you go.
here you can see how much wares or goods you got. If your stocks are crowded, you will see it here in detail. There's also a warning, but overproduction is something you won't make much money with. Your population will get happy in the town, but you won't make that much money. As I told before, we rebalanced, so you won't lose that much money anymore, but it's still a state you don't want to reach. So you need a trader, and distribute those goods throughout your systems and throughout the AI systems maybe.
Yes, here you've set up a small trade route. I think you've connected only your towns, right?
Yes, only my towns.
I see. And Christian is so spreading all the goods he has in this system throughout all of the cities. And as we can see, he chose to use I think nearly all of the goods.
Yes, I was
absolutely
very able to build all the goods, and I got a pretty balanced system there. And actually there is a plague and production rates will drop and so on. But I think this works, and I haven't got that much overproduction. I could fine-tune now.
Yes,
by setting the
talking
production
about
rates.
fine-tuning and talking about the goods, you
Yes.
were able to unlock all of them. So it is advisable to check the development tree, your diagram over there. Each time you'll gain a new rank, you'll have some skill points you can use to unlock new technology, and it is advisable to, if you want to focus on your economy, you'll start off with unlocking additional technologies to have a higher production value, or of course unlock new production goods.
Yes, of course. And maybe you stay in this window a little bit. Here I got all the production-related developments.
Clear sweep.
Clear sweep researched, and what's best to start in the beginning with when you're starting your game? I'd highly advise first to build a smithy or research the smithy, because those metalwares you will need to build further buildings like what's the name?
For the church?
The butcher.
Butcher.
The butcher. For the butcher, and yes, you need metalwares to build production for the butcher and so on. So I first try when I start a new building, I try to get coal and metal and directly build metalwares, and also produce grain so my people won't starve and so on. Yes, this is something you want first, and after that, if I'm aiming to expand very quickly, I'm aiming for the next one in line. Go right there. Yes,
for the smithery.
The smithery. It grants you a higher production rate for wood.
Yes.
And wood is something you need in the beginning. And this might give your system, if you plan to expand very quickly, this might give it a nice boost.
A nice boost at the beginning. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So let's recap. Try to have your system balanced. Have a huge variety of goods. Keep an eye on your development diagram to unlock the production slots first, the production technologies, and also it is advisable to always recheck your setup automated trade routes after spending points in the development diagram, because it may change the productions all along your automated trade routes, and you will have clearly an overproduction at some point.
Yes, it's you just keep in mind. Your trading routes are more like trading systems, and you need to check if the goods are in balance, and maybe show the route analysis tool.
Yes, there we go.
Of this one. Here you can see again, if it's green, it's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
If it's red, it's not.
It's not. So you should really take a look at it.
Yes, we color coded overproduction and underproduction equally with red, because both are equally wrong.
Yes. Talking about your strategy with the metalwares, of course you did it at this system because you had the technology running at the first place, and now you have pretty much overproduction. But after our new patch we have released, this will not hurt as much as for before. So I think, where was the system with your overproduction running? Yeah, I think it was here in Hereford. No, they are at. They have the plague at this point.
In the north, it's Inverness.
It was. No, it was. It was.
It was. Okay.
It was. But still making a good balance at this town.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind, I got the neutral AI trader, and he's also selling goods in my towns and so on. So you got to keep in mind it's trading systems, not only static.
Yeah. Oh, talking about foreign traders in your system, you should always keep an eye out for the competitors, the AI competitors, in your early game. If you want them to join your system, they'll make contact with you, ask you for a transit or a trade agreement, and you should really keep in mind: do I want his trader to be able to buy stuff and sell stuff in my system? Because maybe your profits will go down because he is selling the same amount of goods in your system.
Also, it's an opportunity for yourself to send traders with
into
goods with overproduction to him.
Yeah.
You can always try to sell your overproduction there, and of course you will make a huge deal of money then.
Of course.
So you got to decide. Do I want to play more aggressive or more passive? Keep that in mind when making trade agreements.
All right. Okay, I think we answered this question pretty well. So there was another question which I think fits pretty good to the first one we had.
Yes, it was about where do I check my income through trading and production.
Yeah. Well, there are several ways. First of all, I would check along with our little system we have running here. You can select each of the towns and you can see the balance of the last week. So if the sum is positive at the end, you're running fine, I guess. And there's always the chance to just check all the towns and see if there's something missing. For example, post-patch and pre-patch, it was like this: if you have an overproduction running, you would be in red in the towns.
Yes.
And now this is something we rebalanced at this point. If you want to have a total check of what's going on in your empire, always check your empire tab and choose the balance tab, and there you'll see all the costs. I can switch from 10 weeks, 20 weeks, what I want, and just stick to what's going on in here. And I can clearly see this is the profit I make from trade. I do have some upkeep for my civilian units, for the traders, and of course the production costs I have. And also military, which comes in place later on and is pretty expensive.
Yes, just stay at this point. First of all, we rebalance the costs, the upkeep costs for military units.
Yeah.
They are cheaper now. Again, in normal and advanced mode. On Pro, you will still get you will feel all the economic hardships.
Yes, the full experience.
The full experience.
Yes.
But maybe also we tell what does upkeep of civilian units mean. Civilian units are your traders, your settlers, and your building squads.
Oh, maybe I can check them over here.
Yes.
There we go.
And
some traders and building squad. Yes.
At traders, you just have to keep in mind the more capacity a trader has, the more
meaning the cards added to the trader.
The more cards he will be more expensive. Just like that. You can see it here. We got a trader with a capacity of 5,000 barrels, and he needs much more money.
Yes.
And maybe show the balance again, and we can.
Sorry, just wanted to
no
show you a
problem.
little bit around, talking about the civilian units.
And here you see production costs and buying resources. Buying resources means your production sites, like the ones for the metalwares. They buy the coal and the metal from the market. And if there is a low supply in the city, they will need to buy it from the market at much higher costs. And so the buying resources and the buying resources tab means, okay, these are the resources I got to buy, and the production costs are the wages you're paying your workers.
Yes.
And you want to keep those balanced out.
Yeah. Talking about the balance and what you can readjust in your systems at the very beginning. Each town you can set in this little window also the tax rates the inhabitants of your town have to pay. It is advisable to choose the automatic one. Just
At first.
Because then it will check on the status of the population over there and then readjust the tax rate at each time. I think we have a system over here where we can compare this. We had
this is a new system.
Yeah, we just expanded in this direction, but
yes.
Just to recheck, here it is set to automatic, and the tax rate is at 20% at this point, and because they are pretty wealthy over there, and this is we have an upswing here, but the tax rate is still at 0 because they are just the production sites placed, nothing constructed at this point.
Yes, they are. This is a new system I set up.
Yeah.
And later on, when I got my first systems running, I like to expand quickly, and this is something I built very quickly from scratch. And I just set up the basic production sites and
again
bring in some resources. Yes. Bring in resources with the trader and say, okay, trade around, set up my city of Turin with the goods like I said, and maybe go to Turin.
Yes.
And I use Turin as a kind of incubator.
I see. Okay, please explain the incubator at this point.
Yes, I like to. This city got nearly all the goods I need to start up a system. I got the brickyard, I got the lumberjack, and I got the grain farm.
Food. Yeah.
Fruit?
Food.
Yes.
I mean.
Not fruit.
No, not fruit, but food.
I got coal pits and I got my metals, and then I can power up the city and set up a trading route to the other cities, and the trader will bring all the needed goods to the other cities, and I can go to another corner of my empire, build another system, and so just start expanding very quickly, if I like. On the downside, it needs a little bit of planning. You need to rethink how to build up. Later on Pro or Advanced, it isn't that easy when you're making, when you got to watch out for overproductions, because I got huge overproduction in Turin right now, because the demand in this little system is not high enough.
Yes.
And but on easy modes it's a viable strategy, I'd say.
Absolutely. Also, I see you've already selected your building squad, upgrading the the first roads which were planted right away after you connected the towns. This is something you also should keep in mind to upgrade your roads to the first level, I guess. So the traders who will supply and resupply the cities with all the goods on the route, right now this one is only bringing all the construction goods to the new founded cities to raise the to erect all of the production sites over there. It is advisable to upgrade this city to the first level, just to have the trader being there a little bit quicker.
Yes.
Yeah, and also the first upgrade of the roads isn't that expensive. Later on, selecting the second or the final development state of the roads, which is also tied to unlocking it in the infrastructure technology, is pretty expensive. It should only be done in a fairly big system with a lot of money in the back, I think. All right. I think this was enough for how to check, do I have a good income, do I have where are my expenses, where is my income, I think. So keep in mind also, always check the balance tab over here. Here's all the info you need at this point.
Okay, and if you got problems with overproduction, it's always advisable to just step back a little bit, scale down your system, and just look where are the problems.
Yeah, overproductions can easily be I think easily be found if you check your towns, and you'll see the considerable icon over here. We have there's an overproduction, and this is something I could check pretty easy where it is at this point, if you have a bigger system already. All right. Another question.
Yes. Okay, it's a question about diplomacy and taking over neutral towns.
Okay, I think this is something we can check right over here.
How do I get neutral towns to join my empire?
Well, first of all, it makes sense to have a trade agreement with them, so you can sell goods to them. This is something Christian has done with his trade route over here, I guess. Where's that? There he is, and he's he has connected them, and also I think there's another trade route which will connect over here, and I think you have a third one over here. But right now, I guess there you see, they're doing pretty well. So what do I have to keep in mind? I'll check for Glasgow first. Wait a second, there we go. And I'll slow time, but this is something I think we will talk about later on. As you can see in Glasgow, there is well, no, I have to start somewhere else. We know the grain neutral towns are owned by a local mayor.
Yes.
There are no AI competitor as we know it from the other guys, colored in different colors than my town. And this local mayor has, a sympathy level to us. So how much does he like us? This has nothing to do at this point with the agreement we have. So you can have a trade agreement only or only a transit agreement, but still a high sympathy if, for example, I accept one of his tasks and I deliver some goods he'd like to see in his town. Or, of course, I can make him an offer. And on the other hand, the town consists, of course, of the people, the citizens in this town, and I have a popularity with the citizens. And only if the popularity and the sympathy level are at a certain value, a high value, I will be able to convince the mayor to hand over his town with a final present I make to him or buy it from him. I think this is something we can do for Glasgow right now. Maybe we'll do the task he wants. He wants some fish in his town, so I'll just accept this one. And also I'll make him an offer. I just
wish to make me an offer.
I just give him some money. This is something I think people ask about. Maybe we'll pick this up right now because it fits.
It's the question: how much money do I have to offer? Or how much value do I have to offer for certain things? Yes, it's a little game of diplomacy. You got to think about, okay, how wealthy is my system? How many troops do I have got? How many troops does my opponent have got? Because the AI checks on that. They look, okay, how wealthy is the player, how much troops does he have got, what about his allies, and so on. And so you should keep in mind not to offer too much, and always maybe try to offer a little bit less, and then he will ask you to readjust. But it's a little game, and yes, in time you will learn how much money you will need to give those people, so that their sympathy rises and they will accept your offers.
Yeah, I think at this point, if I just to pick up what Christian said, it would be not good to offer him, let's say, about 10,000 or 1,000 gold if he knows that I'm wealthy about 2.6 million. So he would refuse this offer and will be pretty angry at us. So I think we can go for gold, of course. I just stepped through this. We can use commodities, which will cost us money to deliver it over him.
Yeah, because they will bought at our markets.
At our markets, yes. So this is something people always, I think, are confused about, because all the goods in my system are not owned by myself. They are owned by the towns, and I need to buy them and resell them to other towns or sell them to towns. So this is, of course, why I have to buy the stuff and have to pay gold for this. So but it's not just transferring goods from one town to another town.
Yeah, but it's not only that I send them the goods. It's maybe you got an over excess production in your system, and lumber is extremely cheap. And in the other system, there is a lack of lumber or maybe pump or something like that, and so goods which might be of less value for you might be of a much greater value for the AI. So it depends. When you decide to check out the market prices at your AI, you can really make yes. How do we say in German? Schnäppchen.
Yeah, a deal, a nice deal.
A nice deal, yes.
All right. So I think I go for some. What to say? Let's just take some bricks. I think.
Don't pay him too much.
No, I don't want to pay him too much. I'll just give him some of the bricks.
You're always so wasteful with our money.
Yes, your money. Yes, it's your system.
I earned the money.
There you go. And then I can of course choose what I want from him. So it's right now I can't, as you can see, get his town, because here again we display the values you need to be able to take his city at this point. So we need 80% of sympathy with the mayor, and we're right now at 50%. So he will refuse to hand over his town. With the citizens we are good. This is something we have already because of the trade route running around.
Maybe show that.
What do we want to show?
Not now. Later.
Later. Yes, of course.
Yes.
But right now we just want to raise our sympathy level. So we just
send him a gift.
Gifts, little presents.
You can't refuse.
You have made a good offer indeed.
And as you see, his sympathy level will rise.
Okay, maybe show with the popularity. Therefore, you got to check the trade tab. Maybe go to France.
To France. Okay.
They don't like me there that much.
73%. Wow.
Yes. Go to the trade tab. Yes, and yes. It depends how to get more popularity. If you need to supply, you need to show your new subjects to be that you're a good emperor, and so you
should join our nation.
Yes, you show them that you can supply them, and therefore you need to bring them goods they don't have in their system. Meaning, if there is a lack of wine or fruit or something like that, and you send it to the town, yes, your popularity will rise, and maybe send them some wine there.
Yes, see, what you're missing is your
emergency trader.
Your emergency trader, the one you always pick if you have to do something manual by yourself. So I think you have some cards still left there, but I'll speed up time at this point just to have the trader ready. There he is, and I think you can
slow down, please.
Yes. Oh, you do have already some.
We're raising the capacity.
Yes.
And maybe buy some wine. Do we got some in London?
Absolutely. Not in London. In London, I can check.
Maybe.
Yes. Where's the supply there?
Yeah, just buy it.
A little bit. Yes.
No, buy some more.
You want to empty
I'm generous.
A generous one.
No, in the sake of time.
And some pomp, right?
Yes. Okay.
All right. Okay.
That was a bad deal, people.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. But we want to show what happens if I raise the popularity with the town of Nantes at this point. Nantes, right? We were at Nantes?
Yes.
I think. Or Nantes, sorry. For the pronunciation, we're the funny Germans again. Okay. Do you have the towns connected at this point?
We are very sorry for our English.
Yes,
our English is not very good, but our German is much better.
All right. Yes, much better. Now, here we go. Here is your popularity value with the citizens, and the time I'll start selling the goods they don't have in their system, they will be pretty thankful for it, as you can see. If I would have some more fruits and also added them to their systems, I think we would already be at high value.
Yes, but be aware that this will decrease the amount you get. The amount, yes, your sympathy will decrease, and the amount you're getting from selling pomp to their city will decrease depending on how much pomp is there. You just can't flood their town with pomp, and they will be yay. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. They will say pomp.
And like a good relation, you have to pay them a visit at some time.
From time to time.
Okay. But I think we still were at Glasgow, right? You wanted to take over this one.
Yes, maybe.
So we need
What do you want to
still the
discuss?
mayor to convince that
Oh,
he
which
should
mayor?
retire.
Retire.
And I think we do have a lot of money at this point. Oh no, sorry, I forgot about the. Now I have the the
What
emergency
did
trader to buy some fish because we have this task running. You remember?
Oh yeah, buy some
Um,
fish.
With pleasure.
I think we go to Cannes, and is it pronounced Cannes? I'm not sure.
Yes, you can say
Yes,
that.
you can. All right. Oh, a lot of fish. There we go. Way
He
too
asked for
way too much fish.
35 fish, okay.
We
How much is the fish?
How much? No, don't say
Don't
this.
go there.
No. All right, we see. There we go. We're here in Hereford,
Okay.
Hereford, and go to Leeds, and then we are in Glasgow.
Okay,
There we-
maybe talk about another topic which we were asked. Yes, how
accomplished.
do I set? Yay!
Just
mission
wanted to
ac-
say,
okay.
there
yes.
are the 10% of sympathy we gained with the mayor and the 5% additional
Yes.
for the popularity, and there we are. We have 100% at this point with the citizens.
Outstanding. I could
Okay,
Oh,
maybe
to make it
just say something else to game speed.
Yes, because
there-
I'm choosing. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
There
no,
we are.
no.
I'm sorry. My
what
my
are
bad.
you doing?
Using the
Too-
wrong hotkeys.
No.
No,
Not
way too much.
Way
Sorry.
too much.
Sorry.
You got to keep in here at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did wrong.
Yes, I would have done wrong.
Look at the overview.
I look at the overview. Where do we want to go?
No. The overview of the town.
The town overview. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah.
Screwing up again. Okay. Think.
What do you want to
Is
do?
is this city worth 2.5 million?
No, not 2.5 million. But
Why
this
not?
is, we want something for the audiences, so I'd like to increase and speed things
do you
up.
want
But you were absolutely
you
right.
want to
2.5
speed
million is too much.
Yes,
but
you need to keep in mind. Okay, what would it cost to build this city for yourself? And the amount this mayor wants to have for a city is orientated
you
on
have made
that
a good offer
amount.
indeed.
So he wants to have some more. Then
Yes.
then you
Agreeable
would need to
offer do
build
you
your
have for me
own
to
town. But yes, he considers it how much value this city's got. It's bound to that in the
There
balance.
you
Made a
go.
good offer indeed.
81.
Okay,
Now we can make the final offer, right?
make him a final offer.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you want to
Agreeable
give him?
offer do you have for me to
What do you think his town of Glasgow is worthy? I can open the overview for you
Go.
again. He has
Maybe try 500,000.
500,000. You sure about this?
Yes.
Well,
Agreeable
at least it's your
offer do
game.
you
It's
have
my
for me
money.
today?
It's your money. It's always easy to. No, it was easy for me to spend your money. But there we go. We want his town. We have all the
Okay.
requirements met.
Maybe he will decline.
Maybe.
Maybe
Or maybe
not.
we are lucky.
Nah,
Lucky.
as you
Good
can
deal.
say. Yes,
Mate, good deal.
I know the game.
How come? I don't know.
Okay, question on
Again,
time.
Sorry.
On time. Okay.
On time, yes.
Regarding
Game speed.
when do you need fast forward?
Well, switching back to your system, you have just set up here with all the new towns you've built and already choosing your productions you want, and also starting giving the order to construct a certain amount of buildings, and having your trader ready. Where is he? There he is. Well, right now everything seems to be set up, so it would be advisable to just speed things up at this point to see if everything works properly, if the trader is really bringing all the needed goods over there, if businesses are starting to be constructed, and also the missing laborers are flooding your cities at the time all the constructions are finished, and if everything is running at this point, if you are convinced everything is running at this point and you want to see what happens, then just hit the spacebar and then stop if you think now I have to readjust something, now I have to look deeper into my system and figure things out because something is not running at this point. So I choose to play on the minimum speed we have, not the pause, but the minimum speed to have things going. but just to speed up time and the time, I think now I need to see progress of what I have readjusted in my system if everything is running fine. All right.
Okay.
You
yes.
want to add something?
Yeah.
What's your play style?
I prefer to play that style too. If I want to have a more relaxed gameplay. But maybe in multiplayer, I think it can be very challenging to play on 3 times speed.
Yes.
It's more stressful. You got to think more. You got to plan ahead while the game is running at a lot of speed. It might be challenging, especially when you're playing on pro or advanced or against good human players.
Yeah.
So if you prefer a more relaxed game and single player, I'd always advise to go to 0.1 and then just switch to 10 if you need it, if you want to see how things work out. If you want it more challenging, maybe set it to 3 or something like that.
And if some of you may know or noticed, in single player it is really relaxed because each time we open up a dialogue, it's default set in the options that the time will pause at this point because we think you're looking at something specific, want to readjust, select some production sites or erect some of the production sites over there. This is something which will not be possible in multiplayer if you switch to a multiplayer game because time will all the time go on. Instead, everybody wants to pause at this point. So this is something which is a major difference between single and multiplayer. All right. Back to Glasgow. We just attached and added to our empire. Don't forget, if you have a new town, to readjust your automated trade routes, because right now this town will not be supplied with any of our trade routes, I think. Oh no, there was the
wrong.
one.
I thought about that already.
We had the one running over here. I'm sorry. Yes, this is my manual, and this one's the one. But of course, you need maybe you need to readjust the productions in this town running. This is something you can take a look at.
Yeah, because your development, your research developments will be applied to this town in the moment you take over.
Yes. So, for example, the crop technology to have more grain farmed at each week with something which is added here, which may be not there for the AI at first place. So maybe this is the reason why he erected 7 of the buildings. All right, but I think we have to keep on and have the next question, right?
Okay. There is a question about the difference between balanced and production-oriented
There we go.
trading routes.
This is something you want to talk about. I can just show you.
Okay, yeah. First of all, it's set to balanced. If you're setting up a new trading route and you set it to balanced, the trader will...
value.
Yes, it's a default value, and the trader will try to equally distribute your goods throughout your system. And maybe if you go to our system in the south, which is quite new, you're able to see, okay, the trading route goes from Turin, which is my, we called it my incubator city. And yes, show Turin, please, the trading window of Turin. Trade. Okay, here I got my excess production, like I told you before, and all those goods will be distributed equally, meaning it's more kind of an overflow system. He will try to bring enough goods into Marseille, and if the demand in Marseille is fulfilled, he will bring those goods to Genova or to Parma. And so on. So it's more like an overflow system. If the demand in one town is satisfied, he will start to fill up the next town. If you choose a production-oriented route setting, he will show this. Yes. He estimates the demand of businesses much higher, meaning if you got close it again and maybe press Alt to show it. Meaning we got grain in Turin, grain is needed in Marseille and Genova, Yes, it's maybe it's needed by the population in Marseille, but it's also needed for the production of beer in Genova. And so the trader will first start to or will first try to satisfy the demand in Genova.
Yes.
Always keep in mind to raise your trader's capacity by adding more cards. If he runs out of capacity, he won't be able to distribute your goods equally over your system because of this overflow system. You always got the option, which is something I like too, if you open the root settings, to set priorities, and
Yes.
then all the needs of that specific city will be prioritized, and all the buildings maybe in Parma, maybe prioritize Parma. Yes. Yes. Now the
Because we
needs of Parma will be satisfied. Because it's prioritized, and he will start to bring goods there first. Okay.
All right.
Another question about our infamous bandits and wild animals.
Okay, I think I saw some wild animals. Over there at Winchester, right?
Maybe first
There we go.
first off, we rebalanced at this point.
Thank you.
We lowered the amount of wild animals which will spawn at the beginning, and they will also. But this was always this way. They will always spawn on the map only after a certain amount of time. So in your absolute early game, there won't be any bears or lynxes or bandits screwing up your trading routes. But when you expand over time, they will start to spawn. And we worked on that numbers a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get on with it.
I need to look
No,
further into
we
this
have,
question.
we have the wild animals over here. We want
Yeah.
to attack
yeah,
at this
okay.
point. That's possible.
So yes, at a certain point they will start to attack your trading routes and your traders, and you will lose money, and all in all very unpleasant. So what do you need to do? You need to send some troops, and maybe go down with the game speed a little bit,
Yes, I'm sorry.
that you don't screw up while
I don't screw up, as you can see. I have the upper hand against the
I'm
lynxes,
riding
right?
I'm riding this train. I'm very sorry.
Sorry. I don't screw up. I know it's your game, but I don't screw up.
So they will start to attack your traders, and okay, first reflex is to build a lot of troops. And when starting a new system, always keep in mind that your units, your military units, need to be supplied with goods on the one hand, and also need upkeep costs. Again, we rebalance the military upkeep costs, so you're able to afford much more troops. But still, if you produce too much and your income is exceeded by the upkeep costs, you will start to lose money. Losing money means your troops will lose morale in the end, and eventually flee. So keep in mind not to build too much troops. Maybe start not start by attacking a bandit hideout. Just start to secure your roads and help your traders make it through.
Secure the roads.
Genau, secure the roads.
Secure the roads.
You wanted
yes.
to.
This
say
is something we would advise to use our defense towers. This is a technology you have to unlock first. I'll do this right now, and then you can choose your building squad. I think you don't have a spare one, so I think I need to have one recruited over here and speed things up again. This is the point where I can hit the spacebar and then have them ready here. There he is. He is nearly there. There we
In
go.
the meantime, maybe a hidden tip right from the devs. There was the question, which unit to best use against wild animals. And at this point, I can say it's archers,
Archers.
longbowmen,
Huge
and
tower? Of course.
yes, any kind of archer. They got a bonus against wild animals.
Yeah.
So don't tell anyone.
All right. Defense tower under construction. Another 6 weeks.
Yes.
I think 5 weeks we speed things up again. Or I can unlock, I think, the... No. Oh, we need the archers. You told about the archers, so I'll just go there and
Research them.
research the drill ground to have them available here after I've built the drill ground, of course.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
And what you can use towers very easily to defend your borders, to defend some choke points, or maybe to defend your capital, because towers grant your archers a very huge bonus.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can use them to yes, give cover to your trading routes or some cities at very low cost, because towers don't have any upkeep costs, but your troops get a very huge bonus.
Yeah, something I think if we can show right now, if the archer is ready. There he is.
Let's get going.
Your
Okay.
tower isn't ready yet.
Tower isn't ready yet.
Or?
No, he's ready.
Oh, it's I'm
it's
sorry.
finished.
Okay.
Here is the strength value, the fighting power we have
Yes.
with this unit. Oh, sorry, slow speed down. And at the time I'll bring him
On the
to
way.
the tower. Come on, go inside. There we go. And again we check. It was 188, I guess.
Yes.
And now it's 2,250.
You can
so-
also check out the bonus in the
Let's
HUD
go.
Yeah.
left corner. Here you can see he got a bonus of 2,000. Yes, it means he will last much longer.
So and therefore we have placed him right next to the ruins. Did you talk about ruins will be the
yeah.
home of wild
Okay,
animals
yeah.
all over the place? It is possible to attack the hideout and kill all the wild enemies in this hideout at the beginning, but sooner or later this cave or ruin will grant new space or
Yeah.
home ground for
They will-
another animals.
They will populate simply as that.
Yeah, and
They
so it makes sense to, for example, have a defense tower nearby, and anytime a new threat comes out of the door, like checking another bear, for example, coming out of his cave and checking upon your traders for some nice rob and food and attack them.
Hey, yo, trader, what you got?
Yeah, you have your defense tower ready to attack them on the first side, I think. All right.
Yes, it's
And-
highly advisable to smoke out those hideouts early. Did
Yes.
we talk about that?
I think not yet. Yes.
Not yet. Okay, it's advisable because if you got a cave or ruins or something like that with a lot of bears, they will populate, and yes, their numbers will rise, and it will get much harder to smoke
That's
out
where we're going?
those ruins. So it's advisable first, if you got a problem with wild animals, first secure your trading routes with units as soon as you can afford. Counterattack, and smoke out those ruins. And yeah, they will eventually respawn animals.
Yes, but
somewhere.
if it's secured by, for example, the defense tower, you'll be
Yep.
good. Same
Okay.
goes for the bandits, of course. If they are attacking a certain route, you can always try to destroy their hideout. But
Yeah.
if you're not, you don't have the power yet to attack to destroy the hideout. Just try to secure the streets and build some defense towers along the road to be sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Next question. Oh, I think we already answered that one. It was about bandits and wild animals and
Oh.
new hideouts and so on. But
Okay.
maybe just a little tip from us. If you're at the beginning, of your game, and you only got that one mercenary unit, and you got 5 bears roaming, and you want to help your trader to make it through. It might be advisable, maybe a little bit cowardlish.
Okay. Yeah, go on. Go on.
But send him with your trader, and if the bear attacks and the trader gets through, just flee, run away.
Yeah.
It might help. If you're really very desperate, it's a viable strategy at this point.
Yeah. Until you're strong enough to face him, of course.
I remember all those countless multiplayer matches where you came crying like a little baby.
Excuse me, sir.
Those bears are tearing me apart.
Actually, I have to defend myself. I was somehow, I don't know for what reason, maybe it was your build, I remember. I was located in the town with wild animals surrounding myself.
Look at the wolves!
And he was like in a region where he had all those peaceful, neutral mayors admiring him, saying, "Come on, please take my town, I love you." And yeah, I had all the wild animals going, and
I just say natural authority.
Oh, sir. This is something we talk about after the stream, I guess.
Perks. These are perks that come with a nice beer.
No. Rematch, sir. I still have my war helmet over here.
Yeah, maybe rematch.
Rematch later.
Okay.
Next question. Before we start rematching right now.
Okay, there was already in the chat, but we got it on our little sheet here. Question about the depot.
Oh,
what do I need depots for, and how do they work? Okay.
Should I buy? I should just erect some of them.
No. You got to research first.
Yes, if you want to.
Research maybe.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. What are depots for? Okay,
go for it.
Just go for it. If you got, sometimes you're in a situation where you can't have all the goods produced in some specific area of the map. Maybe you're missing some wine, or you're missing pottery, or maybe in far in the east in Russia you often got the problem that you're missing fish or something like that. So you might want to have exchange goods between some trading systems, and the warehouse helps at this point. We like to use it that way, that you place a warehouse in your system A and a warehouse in your system B, and you set up a trading route between those two cities with warehouses, and set it to balance maybe, and the trader will start to balance out those amounts. The warehouse allows to have much larger capacity, to store much more goods before the price drops, and so it's easier to exchange goods between two different systems, and so you can distribute your goods which are rare in system A over all your systems. Maybe.
Yes.
You got to think a little bit about it, how you want to set up those things. You can also try to balance it out with manual trading routes and so on. But yeah, how does it work? If you want to exchange some goods, you need to stock them or store them in your warehouse, and you just select maybe honey or some wine. Not all the goods. I'd advise you, because later on, maybe you need those goods in your system already.
Yeah.
And just a few, and the trader will start to deliver more goods to the city, and he will fill up the stocks, and another trader will be able to collect those goods which were delivered to the depot additionally. Okay.
All right. I think for now we are through with the question we searched for in the first place throughout the forums, right? So maybe we'll try to check on some of the questions from the chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry we have to read and recheck what you already wrote us, so just give us a second. I'll keep on playing, and Christian will then check on the questions we might answer. I'll try to get the warehouse running over here, and want to show you a little bit when they store some of the goods we selected. I'm not sure if we just picked out of nowhere the wine and the honey. I think this is something which can be delivered. Yes, here from Hereford, I think.
Maybe a question.
Okay, you go for the question. Yes,
what can you do not to be overwhelmed if you got really big systems or really big empires? Okay, it depends on how you set up your empire. I like to build clusters of cities.
Yeah.
I like to build systems, and I like to balance them, and then later on,
like we see over here.
Like we see over there, and
there's another one.
Then I try another system, and so on, and I try to expand that way, and then when I want to check on my systems, I just select the trader. Select the trader? No,
select the trader.
No, a trader on trading route.
A trading route, sorry.
A trading route.
Oh, where we go? There he is.
So, and I take my route analysis tool, and then I start to go through my different trading routes by just clicking the little arrows down there below. Just show them, and here you can easily check if everything is okay in your trading systems. So always keep in mind when founding new towns, how do you want to maintain overview, and how do you want to manage your empire. Some people prefer different styles of gameplay, maybe do something more like of a centralistic approach by defining little capitals or so for themselves and putting depots in them and starting to distribute some goods from there. It works too. It's a viable option, and then you got to think about that. Just say, okay, this will be my capital, and I will have these cities, and they will deliver the goods, and then I will that. But always keep in mind when founding new towns, how to maintain an overview. Okay.
Absolutely. So I'd like to play the same strategy you prefer. I'll set up smaller systems and then have them connected to each other. So, for example, this would be my Great Britain system. Maybe there would be room enough if I'll take the neutral towns to have a second system running over here as well. Then just connect them and try to expand in another direction. The time I'll set up a new system, there's always the good viable running system in the background which can resupply the new founded towns for the first time, just to have them, give them the boost to expand and grow at this point. And then you can redo this with the next region and claim more land, because sooner or later, as you can see here and here, you will have problems because you will be at the borders of the AI competitors, and then the real threat will start, or the real claiming of land will start.
Yes, and you will need to incorporate those cities into your trading systems, and then like you said, the problems start, and it's good to have everything set up in the background.
Strong border towns. Highly advisable.
Highly advisable. Okay, maybe say something on support.
On what?
On support and so on.
On support.
If you run into gameplay issues or you run into some technical issues, please feel free to support to contact our support at kalypsomedia.com.
Yeah, this is the direct line per
yes,
email. Yeah.
Feel free to leave your feedback, which is very, very important to us in the forums.
Yeah.
And we are constantly improving our game, and we are dependent on your feedback. But we also hope that you have had fun in the stream and have fun with the game. And maybe we should just head back to the forums then.
Yeah, I think we head back to the row. And also maybe a rematch, right?
Rematch, okay.
Okay, maybe rematch. Wait a second. Alright. Okay. Ready? Okay. So thanks again, everybody, for having the time with us. We hope you enjoyed our stream, had some fun with it, and could take out some infos which will help you with your play. We'd love to see you play more of our game. Please stay tuned for infos from Kalypso Media and from ourselves regarding updates in the near future. And well, we just hope you have fun with our game, right?
Okay, then onwards.
And bye.
Bye.